What's up, everyone? Uncle Zunky here, and let's get into some more Isaac. How about that? We're just going to do a regular run this time, because I tried a challenge run last one, and it did not go so well. So what's a character that only has a Mom's Heart kill? Eve only has Mom's Heart kill. Blue Baby only has a Mom's Heart kill. And that looks like it's about it. Everyone else has done a Devil kill. So I need to do these two characters. And it's been a while since I've played Eve, just as Eve, although I did play her in the last challenge, but that doesn't really count because it's a challenge run, not an actual run where you get item rooms and you get to unlock stuff. I guess you do unlock stuff in the challenge run, but not exactly in the same way. Ooh, I really do want that black heart, but unfortunately, I cannot get it because you'd need the power of flight. Although, who knows, maybe we'll get like a Hanged Man card or something this floor, and then I would be able to access it. It'd be crazy if there's a Hanged Man card in there. And we get a health up for our first pill of the game. That's insane. So that's probably going to be the signaling of maybe a good run. Although the first item is an okay item. It's Attack Fly. I definitely would not rate this as a great item. It's not something I would restart a run over or anything because it's that bad. But it's definitely not a run-winning item either. Something that you can really start, you know, basing some good damage off of. Although it is going to hit enemies fairly hard when you're with these enemies that have really low health on the first couple of floors. So who knows, we might be able to put it to some good use. I see one place where the secret room could be, may come back for it, may just decide not to. This attack fly would be really good against these regular flies if it would cooperate and be situated in the right position. There we go. The attack fly wasn't really working too well for that. Let's go ahead and do the boss fight though and try to use the attack fly to our advantage to do this. Maybe it doesn't do as much damage as I initially thought. I mean, it's definitely okay, but it's not immediately killing Larry Jr. or anything. It's completely fine that I took damage there. I do not mind, and we get a health up for it as well. So I'll take that. Or, sorry, not a health up, a speed and damage up. That's what I meant to say, actually. And we'll head down to the next floor with a Soul Heart of Protection, which hopefully I can put to good use in order to get myself a Devil Room this floor. And if that's the case, I would love to trade away some health so that I could be in the curse state constantly. Probably a pact would be the best case scenario right now, because that would get me down to the curse state and that would allow me to run around with a little bit of health as well, because it would give me 2 soul hearts to work with. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for here. Although, who knows, if I find a blood bank or something, I would be more than happy to play it as well. Before I forget, I am going to lay a bomb here in order to check for the secret room, because I for sure will forget, because I did wind up forgetting last floor, although I only had 1 bomb last floor, so there's definitely no guarantees that I would have found anything interesting last floor. I do need a key. No keys have happened so far this run, and it starts to get to the point where you're getting later on in floor 2 and no keys have happened, where you start to worry just a little bit. So every once in a while you have those runs where you just don't get to open up your second item room. Hopefully this is not going to be one of those runs, however. Big room. I feel a little bit nervous around these poop guys, but, you know, maybe we could use the attack fly to take him out. That's scary. I don't want to be that close to him. Don't want to be able to take any dumb damage and lose my soul heart, which is so precious on the second floor, of course, because you get the guaranteed devil room. I think it's the only floor in the game with a guaranteed devil room, although depths 2 might be, as far as I can remember. I believe I have heard something of that like before. Key drop from this room would be nice, and hopefully we'll run across the boss pretty soon and not take any damage by then. Oh, we get Purple Heart Challenge up. I believe all that that does, and there's a mystery item here. Now I really want a Hanged Man card, although if it was Bob's Brain, that would be kind of hilarious. We went through all the trouble of getting Hanged Man card and then picked that up. But usually when you see items in the middle of rooms like that, that's a free item for you, and they're usually pretty good. And yes, I did see that Tinted Rock, and yes, I will be back for it. But we're going to deal with this boss fight first, and it is Monstro, so I doubt we will take damage during this fight, although stranger things have definitely happened in my time spent playing the Binding of Isaac. So let's just get the attack fly in there and try to do some damage to him, and this is going to do way more damage than our tears is, so I think this is a lot more effective to use. Although I do have to be careful about using it. There we go. Monstro's down. Devil Room is achieved. We don't know what this item is, but it is a range up. Oh, and I was going to say, since we had Curse of the Unknown, we wouldn't be able to tell what the item in the Devil Room is, but we didn't get an item in the Devil Room, so lost half of a Soul Heart of Protection there. Please be an item. Oh, we got nothing out of the devil room. So at least we can get angel rooms, and that's not entirely a bad thing. Are-You Wizard is going to be annoying, but I think all the enemies on this floor are dead already, so it's a-okay. So let's go ahead and pop open this tinted rock here. Make sure we get way out of the way as well, because the traps here do change their path a little bit after you destroy the rocks. And since I do not have a key, we're going to have to head down to the next floor without checking out the item room, which is kind of sad. But it was Curse of the Unknown as well, so we wouldn't have been able to tell what was even in our item room, at least at first. And Are-You a Wizard should run off pretty soon. This is pretty annoying, I would say, but there we go. Are-You a Wizard just takes a little while to run off, so have a little bit of patience with it, and we'll be a-okay. I'll just let Deadbird take out this guy for me, although he is taking his sweet time. Deadbird really does not do very much damage. Felt like he did a lot more damage in the original game, although that could just be me being pessimistic. Luck down, but we already had a luck up, so that balances out a little bit. It's okay, it's not world ending or anything. Since we do have plenty of range after that range up from the boss fight, I can just shoot right across the room and hit these guys a little bit easier. So having a range up or two is never a bad thing. You just don't want too many of them because it's one of the less useful stat ups. Unless you're Kane, and if you're Kane then it's a very useful stat up. So that was dumb damage taken, but that happens from time to time, especially if you're like me and you're only playing Isaac like 3 or 4 times a week. 3 or 4 games a week, that is. I try to do more than that, but I believe this was a luck down. Yeah, we'll just drop that. So I'm not tempted to eat the pill or anything, because that has happened sometimes where I have been carrying a health down before and eaten it. So when it was actually a health down, not considered a health up because I was only at 1 red heart, and that was pretty fail when something like that happens. And there's our key. Actually, I got a key to the room before. I just didn't. It took a little while for my mind to process that. So let's check out our item room. It's flush, which is better than not having a spacebar item, I guess. It's going to be nice if we come across one of those really big rooms to clear it out quickly. Other than that, not really a very good item, and I would prefer to have something else, but I'm not going to go on about that. And I'll definitely check for the secret room again on this floor. I think that cannot be a secret room location because it's blocked off. You have to be able to access the secret room, or otherwise the secret room couldn't be there, because what would the point of a secret room be if you couldn't go to it? That's kind of the idea behind the secret rooms here. Alright, that room took quite a bit of dodging skill, a little bit of parkour to get through it. But another key. Now the keys are just coming in waves, and not on the last floor when I really needed them. And unfortunately, Flush does not work against bosses. I don't think it does anyway. Well, I don't think it works against this boss. I know it can like work against the boss's minions, but against bosses themselves, I am fairly certain that Flush just does nothing. So I'm going to save my charge on it just in case we come into a really difficult room or something. And there's another Tinted Heart. That's awesome. That's going to help out a little bit. And we should be on track to get a Devil or Angel room. Or not. If the game decides that it was not a good time for us to get one. So we're going to go ahead and clear out the rest of the floor just to see what we can see if there's anything that can help us out a little bit. And if not, at least I got some soul hearts for the next floor, and we'll try again. But I do need some way to either get myself a whole bunch of soul hearts and then get down to the curse state, and then get damage, or just some way to get a lot of damage. So either way, it boils down to I need to get damage. Like every single Isaac run, it's always that way. So I need to find some way to make that happen, and so far we have not been able to. These Molabooms can be a little bit worrying. There we go. But I managed to get through that room okay. And I really don't have any idea where I would be checking for the secret room. I just don't see any likely locations for it other than a couple that are not passable because of holes in the floor. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Although there could be... Oh, heck yeah. I'm going to open one that has 3 red chests in it and get nothing out of it. But, you know, it is what it is. I took the risk, and I had a pretty good chance of getting something, at least like a soul heart. And they didn't pay out, but that's not always the case. It seems like more often than not, you can get something good out of these red chests. Oh, that was really unfortunate, losing my soul hearts there. Oh, and I did it again. I really do not appreciate these monsters. Oh, and all my soul hearts are gone after just this one challenge room. This is so bad. Okay, well, all of a sudden, we're in a really bad situation after this one challenge room. And I have no red heart cushion for the next floor. This is why I don't like playing with Eve very much, or at least I didn't. Whoa, we got a secret room as well as a very lucky trapdoor. And if that's a black market, I'd be more than happy to trade away some soul hearts if there's something really good down there. And heck, I might as well visit the shop with this much money as well. Come on, open up. You can do it. Maybe not. Maybe if you're standing too close to it, it doesn't open up. I guess that would kind of make sense. The quarter, not good, I would say. Not unless you get money equals power, or unless there's something really good in the shop. But unless one of those two situations happens, it's usually not a very good item. So let's go check out the shop, because I have the money, and I have the keys, and I don't really have anything else to do with the money, so I might as well just buy it out if there's anything good in here. Mom's coin purse is definitely okay, but we haven't even come across the trinket yet, but I'll buy it anyway just in case. I'll buy the pill, which is a luck up, so it's probably the right decision. I'll buy the soul heart, and I will donate the rest. I think I can live without that key. I really need to work on the donation machine, you know, not even 200 cents yet. I'm not sure if we get an upgrade at 200 cents or not. I would have to find that out somehow. And that's how I spend 36 cents in one shop. Yes, I blew through a lot of dough in that shop, but it was worth it. We got like 11 or 12 cents into the donation machine. I think that's always a good thing when you do that. So I found a good room for us to use flush on the next one, because it looks like a fairly large room, and that's usually where this item is the most effective. And there's what? There's more poop spawning? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Okay. I'm a little bit worried. Are they going to turn into enemies? Come on, guys. This is something completely new. Or maybe it's just a glitch. Yeah, we have some glitched nubs here. So I'm going to have to bomb my way out. And luckily I have a bomb, otherwise I wouldn't even be able to escape this room. That's very strange. I'm not sure what that was all about. Goodbye, everyone. Let's do that. Make it the easy way out. And yeah, this room isn't terribly difficult when it has the green guys in it, but it is a little bit time consuming. So I'll just go ahead and use the flush to get them all destroyed. I don't think you have to destroy the poops. I think if you just leave the room, it counts as them being destroyed, but whatever. I just did it just to be on the safe side, so if I did come back to that room and there was any dudes alive, I would be kind of disappointed, so making sure this is the first time I believe I've ever used flush, although I do believe there is a challenge run where you start with flush that I did, so maybe I've used flush before, but other than that, this is definitely the first time. That was disappointing damage, and I think the champion hit me as well, because I have no soul heart protection now. So you really don't want the champion to hit you, because you lose your soul hearts that way. Oh my goodness. Alright, spider butt, mass enemy slowdown and damage. And it pretty much does what it says. I mean, it damages enemies a slight amount and slows them down as well. And it looks like it's a 2-room charge, which I guess makes it okay, but depending on how much damage it does, I really have no idea how much damage it does. Probably not very much, since it's only a 2-room charge item. Typically the items with the low charge aren't all that effective. I'm going to take it over flush though, just because flush is a 6-room charge, and I do believe that this spider butt works on bosses as well. As far as I can remember, it used to as well, so my damage is so bad. I pretty much have base damage at the moment with Eve, not in the cursed state, which is never a situation you want to be in, because it just takes a really long time to kill anything. I could check for the secret room there. I think we're going to wait and hold off on using our very last bomb though. So let's go ahead and use the spider butt here. I really cannot tell how much damage it did. And it doesn't slow down enemies for very long, so that's something. It doesn't seem like it's very good, but who knows. It might be great and I just have no idea yet. Maybe it's incredibly effective against bosses. Do I gamble away my keys this early in the game? I don't think so, but man, I could really use a boost of some kind. Oh yeah, this is the glitched room. Well, please don't be glitched again. I really don't want to use one of my last 2 remaining bombs. We'll see, though. Okay, that time it was not. It was very, very strange what went on in that room the first time I entered it, though. So, that must be a rare occurrence, because that's the first time I've ever seen it, or maybe it was a problem with a recent patch or something. Who knows? But we will be getting through this room, and hopefully finding our... I guess we already found our item room. That's how we got spider butt, of course. hopefully getting to the boss before I start taking red heart damage, because I still have yet to take red heart damage, and there is a tinted rock in this room. So that could be our savior here, if I get a couple soul hearts out of this, or even just one soul heart. There we go. All I was asking for, that's just an extra little bit of breathing room, I suppose. And with the bony guys, as always, you just stand against the wall and then they can't hit you. Unless they are standing against the same wall. And it makes it a really cheesy but effective way to deal with them. And unfortunately, I spent all my money last floor. I would be more than happy to play that beggar. And unfortunately, yeah, I do have to use the slowdown in this room. But I should be able to get a charge for the boss room before I actually attempt it. But this room is kind of a bit of a pain. So, oh yeah, exactly. Prime example of what I'm talking about there. And we will be able to get through this one, hopefully without taking any more damage. I don't know if half of a soul heart is going to be enough to get through the rest of this floor. I certainly hope so. I think if I put one right in the middle, I can blow up all the mushrooms. And we get mini mush, which is nowhere near as good as the super mushroom, magic mushroom, but it's still speed and range up, both of which are positive things for the most part, unless you have too much speed. And we will do one more room. My speed is worrying me a little bit at the moment, but just to get a charge for the boss room. Actually, we're not going to do another room because there's no more rooms to do. Oh wow, all three of them turned into skulls. That was terrible luck. So we should be able to do the boss without spider butt, depending on what it is. The husk. Yeah, the husk is fine. I was like, please do not be the adversary, although I think the adversary is in Necropolis. Boss, I took damage and lost my last bit of soul heart there. And I'm really no, and we take red heart damage in the boss. Oh, this run is so bad. Well, that's probably my Devil Room chance gone. And unfortunately, the husk was spawning a lot of dudes. And I just don't have the damage to deal with anything right now. Which is not really that rare for playing as Eve, so I went down into this run fully being aware that that very well could be a problem. So Meat is like 0.3 damage up for normal characters, and for Eve it's like 0.25 damage up or something, or 0.22 damage up, somewhere in that range. It's pretty bad for Eve, and the reason for why it's so bad is because she has really low damage multiplier, so damage upgrades do not affect her as much as they affect your typical normal players. Okay, Wrath. There's a ton of rocks in this room, so like if there was a tinted rock, it would be really cool getting a free tinted rock, but I don't think there is one, so I'm gonna try to use my attack fly. I could just like use my attack fly to kill stuff. It'll be like Solar System all over again, even though I haven't even beaten Solar System, but I have attempted it. It did not go well, but one day I will have to get that challenge done, and the thought of doing that does not thrill me at all, not even in the slightest. At least in this run, I at least have the option to use my tears if need be. It would be cool to have the red fly. I think the red fly is quite a bit better than the blue fly, even though it's a little bit more dangerous to use. It is much better damage to use it, so I prefer that one a little bit more. This would probably be a good room to use the spider butt in as soon as I get this poop down to stage 2, where he bursts into the little ones. So I imagine I'll do that. There we go. I did kill all the little miniature poops as well, just to clear out the room a little bit. Oh, that was bad. So that's always good. And it looks like these guys do a full heart of damage if you touch them, which is a little bit worrying. Maybe I should go back and search for the secret room just to try to get some health or something, but we'll be okay. Actually, we're not going to be okay, but not unless there's something really good in the item room, such as Polyphemus. Oh, I could use that soul heart right about now. And Mom's Hands are an enemy in this game. Oh, there's more than one Mom's Hands. Usually they come down one right after the other. These ones are kind of tricking me out a little bit and staggering their spawns. Here's the boss room. I could do that. Oh my goodness, I got stuck in the corner. Or it's probably a better idea to go ahead and wait until after we find the item room and open that up, just to see if there's something in the item room that could help us out. Although the item rooms this run have not been very beneficial. We'll see. Of course, that could all turn on its head very quickly as well. I'll take the Liberty Gap because I do have 2 trinket room. Screw it. We'll do the boss. It's double chubs, and apparently chub is a female. That's something I recently learned. So I mean, in case you wanted to know, in case you were curious, chub is indeed a female, and doesn't necessarily look like one, but who am I to judge worms' genders? And we're down to like 2 more hits. Oh, one last hit and we're dead. Although I should have a speed up with the curse state as well, so I should be able to dodge, fingers crossed. As long as the chubs don't get into any really weird attack patterns, I should be fine for the rest of this boss fight. For the rest of this run, now that is a different matter, but for the rest of this boss fight at least, we should be fine. Okay, the chubs are down. I just need to take down the chargers, and we do get a soul heart there, which is a godsend. And, well, we get a damage up. Did not get a Devil Range room, but I was not expecting one. Not by any stretch of the imagination. A card. Strength. Could prove useful. I mean, at least we're in the curse state now. We're almost dead, but we are in the curse state, so that's a thing. Take this out. And we're just looking for the item room now, and then I'll immediately be down to the next floor. I guess that cannot be the secret room. Secret room could be north of us, I suppose. There are some more skulls to blow up in this room. That's something. I mean, I have the bombs, and I'm kind of in a life or death situation here, although I don't know any times in Isaac when you're not in a life or death situation. That's kind of what the game is all about. But I will go ahead and blow up some skulls, just to see if we couldn't get anything out of it. Nope. The Emperor is good, but I think I'm going to hold on to strength. And I'm pretty sure there were not any tinted rocks in that room, but if I'm wrong, I apologize. It has happened before, so I would not be surprised if that was the case. Not be surprised all that much, anyway. The stress is building. Oh, masks and hearts. Really not what I want to deal with right now. But of course, along with stress usually is when I play my best, so in high pressure situations, take no notice of the damage I'm taking. That was close to my death there. I will blow up these skulls, and it might be a waste of bombs, but just for that chance of getting a black heart. And hey, I mean, I do see a fairly okay place where the secret room could be as well, so I'll use the rest of my bombs checking for that, probably. And hopefully eventually finding it as well. Don't want to stand... I was about to say don't want to stand too close to the boom vial, and he blows up. Looks like I didn't take my own advice. Spoon Editor. A good item, but not a great item. It's not damage or health. What is this? 2 of diamonds. I'll use that, and I can probably just about afford everything in the shop now. And that could be great, and that could not be great. It remains to be seen. One of these has got to be the secret room. There we go. 2 keys. If there's a key bigger on this floor instead of last floor, I would be excited about that. And I'm pretty sure that we haven't run across this shop yet, at least not as far as I can remember. I'll check the map after this room, and then if we've already gone to the shop, I can backtrack, because I really don't want to do a full clear on this floor if I don't have to. I will for the shop, but I'd rather not do it just for the fun of it, if that makes sense. Because I don't think that's a wise decision. I almost walked into one of the miniature poops as well. We're almost getting to the point where we might want to start destroying hoops for health. Yeah, we have not seen the shop yet, so even though it's probably going to be greed, and I would not be surprised even in the slightest if it was. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is bad. I wanted to lay that bomb to potentially get some damage off on the heart, and we accomplished that, so that's a thing. And we can deal with this skull guy pretty easily. Please be the Hierophant. That would make me so happy. The Magician. When we have homing tears, of course. Mom's bottle of pills? Maybe? We'll buy this. We'll buy the bomb. We'll buy the pill. We'll use it. Speed up. That's not really helping. I'll buy the pills if I have more than 15 cents left when the donation machine gets jammed. Looks like I'm not buying it, but you know what? We're getting money into the donation machine, and that's the main thing, right? Store upgrade level 3. Cool. And it jams right after that. In celebration. Alright, so, you know, we accomplished one thing this run. We got a whole bunch of money into the shop. And that, in itself, is probably worth almost as much as getting a victory. Maybe not quite as much as, you know, who knows? We could still very well sneak out a victory in this run. You know, we do not know. It could happen. But let's head down to the next floor. If I missed any tinted rocks or anything, I do apologize. It does happen from time to time. And an arcade, straight off the bat. Awesome. I'll definitely be playing this beggar, without a doubt. I'm very interested in what the demon beggar has to offer, but I'm going to have to begin to profit health-wise instead of just losing it before I even consider that. Heck, we're not going to play these blood banks. Let's just blow them up. Get a little bit more money. Get a soul heart, which is awesome. Because I have yet to take red heart damage this floor. So who knows? We could earn ourselves a deal with the devil / angel. Could be angel. Oh boy, the homing tears are too real. Well, you know, that soul heart didn't exactly last long, but those homing tears are pretty crazy. Oh, that was frustrating. I really could use some more money. I just want to get that beggar to pay out with something. Something that could potentially help us. And that would be great. Well, there's one more cent that we can put into him. Just need to continue to build up the monies, and then if that beggar would, even a health upgrade would be okay. I mean, it's not great. A health upgrade isn't going to help us get anywhere. I mean, it would give us a couple extra plays in the demon beggar, I guess, but other than that, it wouldn't really get us anything. But heck, you know, you gotta take every small advantage you can get in a run like this one. I'm lucky that the spider enemies don't hit you immediately. Range down is completely fine. Spider enemies don't hit you immediately. Oh no, this room. Yeah, I think this is probably the best possible time to use our item here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! Yeah, I was kind of expecting that to happen a little bit. You will charge across the spikes when they're not actually spikes and will therefore not be damaged by them. Full health pill would be just epic right now. I know we do have a health up pill in the rotation, but that doesn't give you a filled red heart. That gives you an empty red heart, so how beneficial that is, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'll take the red heart. Being in the cursed state is nice, but I really just need to live right now as well, so gotta prioritize. There we go. Red chest. Could very well be entirely full of hearts, and then we'd... Oh, infamy. Okay, gives a chance to block damage if you're hit. Tear damage, I believe. I think it's only tear damage. It gives a chance to block tear damage if you're hit in the face. Or the front of your character, I should say, which is just mostly your face, because the characters in Isaac have gigantic heads compared to their bodies. Alright, we have Mom's hands in this room. I distinctly heard the laugh, that evil laugh. Oh, there's 4 Mom's hands in this room. That's so much. Slowly building up some money, and all of that is going to be going back into that beggar. And hopefully we'll get paid out with something. Just want to keep running with the Mom's hands. We have 2 of them down, so there should be 2 left. There we go. Got a nice black heart out of it too. The thing is, I really want to play that demon beggar, but the problem with playing the demon beggar is, oh boy, this is maybe not a good situation. I have slow enemies, I have fast enemies, I have all types of stuff. No! No! It cannot end here! Oh, this is so bad. I'm gonna need something amazing to pay out from that, oh, we're 1 hit away from death. Okay, well, I'll check here for the secret room, I guess. And find it. And we'll get a couple bombs in order to blow up mushrooms and just pray for the best. A pill, I think that's... Oh, that is health up, but... Again, that gives you an unfilled red heart, so how helpful that is, I'm really not entirely sure. But it's something. We have another unfilled red heart. If we could find any way to get to the devil room, that could be really good. I'm going to use the strength card here because I'm not sure what else to do right now. Oh, just hanging on for dear life. I really need you to die. Okay, we should be able to get through this one room. Rainbow Baby is not full health. And this is a problem. It's a fairly good item. I wouldn't say good. It's an okay item, but what I really need right now is a way to live. I could just do this, I suppose. There we go. We got through another room without dying, so that in itself is something. And here's the shop, although I just don't have enough money right now for the shop. I'll take Fish Head. It's not a great trinket, but it's better. Well, I mean, not better than... I do have a trinket. Oh my goodness, that was bad. Well, there is a Necro Heart, as well as another Red Heart. I really just need a health payout from this room, and may get through the mom fight, may not. I'm not entirely sure how things are going to pan out right now. Well, I have 3 more cents to put into the beggar, so let's go ahead and do that right now. And then after that, we will attempt to fight Mom's Foot. How it will go, I'm not sure. Ooh, that was close. Yes, I'll destroy these poops just in case we get a coin or something for the beggar. Probably wise to take advantage of everything that you can right now. Let's do this. Oh, and there's a key beggar as well. Of course, I'm going to play the key beggar. I'm just going to put everything into him because I am not entirely sure whether we're going to be living past this floor or not. So it's important that we give ourselves every opportunity that we can to win. Just all the keys into him. I don't care. Okay, well, we got some health back. That's something. Do I play the demon beggar? I mean, if he gives me a really good item like Brimstone, even with this health, I just don't know if I can get through the mom fight. So if he gives me like Brimstone or something, I could at least get through the mom fight. So I think I'm going to trade away my health here. Gives me a card. A judgment card. Man, I can't do anything with a judgment card. This is my last play. Well, I can't keep playing because I'll die. And you might think, wow, that was dumb, but you gotta realize I have such low damage right now that I'm barely gonna do anything to Mom. So really my only chance of surviving the Mom fight. Now we're in the cursed state and we have a whole bunch of flies, which is something, right? But the only chance of getting through the Mom fight is just by playing it flawlessly and not getting hit. And that holds true, really whether I had 5 hearts or whether I only have 1.5 like I do right now. So I can take one Mom's Foot hit, well, and then I'm gone. When I'm gone, just carry on, don't mourn. Rejoice every time you hear the sound of my voice. Or don't. It's really up to you. Okay, we're 1 hit away from death. Can we do it? I have done Mom's Foot without taking damage before with probably a less powerful build than this, so it's entirely possible, but likely, no. We'll see. I do have the homing tears, so at least that really helps out in terms of my aim. I was kind of worried there because like Mom's Foot hadn't stomped down in a while, and I was like, what's going on? If Mom's Foot doesn't stomp down for a while, you gotta be worried. And I'm getting some unintentional damage. Oh, we made it through the fight. I'm getting some unintentional damage from my fly. At least we got Mom dead. Well, the first Mom anyway. That's a moral victory. And moral victories can be important. But unfortunately, we're not going to get any more item rooms, and unless a miracle happens this floor, or unless we get like a Joker card or something, or a teleport from a red chest, we're probably not going to get another chance. Oh my goodness. I just want to get out of here, man. And Infamy did block a hit there, so Infamy must work with all types of damage, not just tier damage. I was under the assumption that it only worked with tier damage. Turns out that's not the case, but lucky I ran across 2 keys, so I can open this up after spending all my keys last floor with the key beggar. There was a demon beggar as well, I just didn't get to play him. I'll check here. Boom. Goes the dynamite. 3 more cents. You know, we could get a judgment payout. That's why I'm holding on to the card. Maybe the judgment could pay out with brimstone. You know, if I went into a curse room and then used the judgment, this could happen. Would it be likely? Nah, but every once in a while, Isaac just gives you a stroke of luck and causes you... Oh boy, what is this? Faith up. I kind of have a feeling like this is going to increase my drop rate of soul hearts or something, but I do not know that for a fact. I'm not entirely sure what Faith does. I believe it increases drop rate for soul hearts. But if I told you that, I would be lying to you, so. I want to be so careful here. The Gertie dudes aren't going to charge me if I stick along the wall. But at the same time, they could just walk into me as well, so. It was a dangerous room to be in, but luckily the Gerties decided not to touch me. They weren't really in a touchy-feely mood, and that turned out to be the reason why I got through that one. At least we're getting like the occasional charm tier from our rainbow baby, and that's helping out a little bit. And I'm starting to actually build health here in this womb, which is awesome. I mean, heck, if I could get a mom's heart kill, I wouldn't even be mad. Even if I didn't wind up getting devil kill or anything, if we did manage to kill the mom's heart, that would be something. So that's what we're fighting for right now, one step at a time. And I believe we still have yet to take red heart damage, although well, yeah. Yeah. I was about to say I'm really not liking the looks of this room, and you can probably see why. I'm not really liking the looks of this room either, though. Speaking of not like... Oh boy, that was a nice dodge. Just ran right down the middle. If only I didn't take a hit in that last room, we could be set right now. But the Joker card could spawn. The Devil Room could have Brimstone in it. You never know. These things do happen. Brimstone, the Pact, and Fear Shot all in one Devil Room. And we could be set. That'd be absolutely insane if I called this. And yeah, I would give up like all of my health, but then I'd have really, really good damage. And I would have Fear Shot, which is a very good defensive thing. Although it's an offensive thing too, because it's a damage up. Looks like we're going to have to do a full clear on the womb with like no damage and actually profit in health, which is just ridiculous to think about. I really didn't want to take damage to that eye, but you can only avoid it for so long. Okay, luckily I didn't get hit by the Doppel there. Usually if the Doppel is standing north or south of you, and you come into the room firing, you will get hit, but you have a little bit more leeway with the whole east to west thing. There we go. Oh, there's a blood bank over there. I don't think there's any way to get to it. I kind of want to blow it up just to see if I couldn't get health from it or something, but I'm not. Not unless the blast hits it from here. Yeah, I don't think there's any way. Maybe this? Oh, there we go. I can blow up this blood bank. I didn't want to play that blood bank because that would be a really bad thing. I got some money, so I guess I'll play the Judgment. I do need a little bit of help here if we're going to get through this boss fight. Well, 1 health up, so we have 1 extra hit to take. And it is Loki. Probably the easiest... Oh boy. And then he spawns right on top of me. I was going to say, though, before he spawned right on top of me, how rude, is that this is probably the easiest womb boss, although you wouldn't be able to tell the way that I'm fighting it right now. Actually, Skull-X might be the easiest womb boss, come to think of it. Skull-X just is very annoying and takes a long time, but it's almost difficult to get hit by him. Anyway, that was probably the most underpowered run I've ever had in Isaac Rebirth. Probably, I'm not entirely sure, but thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.